identify the movement of energy, what I could see in dogs into human beings. I wanted to, because I don't see like a medium. I see, it's different. I don't automatically see spirit. I don't automatically see attachments or anything like that. It can come in various forms, but it is coming all in energy. And then I decipher the energy. So if it's a figure or a person or a past life of an animal, and they say, do you know why this happened or who's come in? Sometimes I can get that, sometimes I can't. So for a long time, I didn't know what to do with any of this because, great, how do I make a living? How do I own this? How do I take this to the next level? So the one thing I knew that we had so much of is we have dog trainers, a lot of wonderful trainers. We do have animal psychics who are fabulous. The one thing we were missing, though, a dog trainer works with the dog. They occasionally work with the human being, but it's mostly, how do I have my dog do this? How do I fix my dog or my cat or my horse with this? Or the psychic, why does my dog or cat do this? And then they can tell you various things. I kind of wanted to take this to the next level. I'd like to take that line out of the sand. It's this division we've had that dog or animal is so much more beneath. Now, we all believe that's not the case, but that is not the common, that's not what mass feels in a sense. There is this hardcore division. And so what I started to refine in my work was to say, why don't we not look at what I call incidentals? That's like, does my dog like a red dog bowl over a blue one? Does he like to watch me when I bake? Or we don't have time for that anymore. So what I decided to do is hone what I felt energetically and what I could see into real core neuroses or core issues I'd like to talk about. So I'm able to see in the human being, if I have an animal, the complaint is the dog is chasing his tail and biting it all the time. We don't know what to do. We give him so much love and support. What is it? Well, that's anxiety, and anxiety translates to fear. Now, that's the real problem out there, is how much fear we have. And it is affecting our animals. And if we're all giving out erratic or static energy, or we are all full of fear, that's going to affect everything. The environment, how people react to us, how our animals react to us, how we connect with others, how we connect with our animals. So those are usually core issues that I will go and see in a human being that's connected to the animal. Almost always, 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 the animal has come to you, dog, cat, horse. I was going to say lizard. I'm not great with lizard. I don't know. But most always, if they're not showing the same kind of issue per se, it's usually directly related. So if you're not biting your foot all day like the dog is, it's still anxiety, it's still fear, and that's what I like to go and break down for each client I work with. If we can find that, what we've been holding for so long, whether only in this lifetime or over lifetimes, which I have found as well, isn't it time to release that, take ownership of that, and let it go? That's the same with the dog. The one thing that's so wonderful about dogs, in particular, is that they are so in the moment. All animals are in the moment, case closed. But dogs, in this case, are very much in the moment. Problem that we have lately is that all that fear and all that energy that's been circulating out there is affecting our animals. I see more cases that there are more issues that are human-related. They are thinking human, they are acting out human, and they are lost. It is unnatural for them. It takes them out of their moment. And we just get used to it, which means where are we half the time? It's time to kind of release and let go. So I've refined that, and that's exactly what I do. Once we see it, the human being has to take ownership of that. Then the dog will automatically take ownership, and I teach them energetically how to clear it. But to get them to take ownership, I put them in it. So I'll say, it's fear of abandonment, let's just say that. Where did this stem from? I'll see it. I will tell them that this makes sense. I see that it came here. You were age 2. It came at this point, yada, yada, yada. Is that true? Yes. Great. I want them to relive it in about 5 minutes, every single ounce of it. Then once they have it, if it's the tears are rolling, however it happens, I say, great, are we done? Yeah, let's release it. Now, they'll look at me like, I can't just release this. I've been carrying this for 20-something years or lifetimes, and you don't understand. It has to do with this, this, and this, and this, this, and this. No, it doesn't. Not anymore. That's done. That's illusion already, which I use that word a lot. It is illusion, because if we're all supposed to be very much in the moment, then how can we possibly know 15, 20 years later how real it is that we're holding on to? What is it that we're really holding on to anymore? Do we really know? Because after that initial moment, everything else we're feeding off of others. So as time goes on, you have that energy within you, and you pick up everyone else that has the same exact thing, and you don't even know it. It's like you're a magnet, right? So it gets worse and worse and worse, and then you just can't let it go, and by when all is said and done, you don't even know what the hell it is you have to let go. But you know it's slowing you down. That's what your pet is responding to you. So animals become kind of your mentor, because if we can get you clear and you understand on a deep level what is going on, we do the exercise, we take the ownership, we work with your dog or your cat at the same time. This is how you run, this is where your head needs to be, this is where your energy needs to be, and at this moment you are aware. That's the first step, because every time you go into it, or every time you go into that neuroses, once our work is done, the animal will show you instantly. So when you get off track, the dog will immediately be off track, or the cat will immediately be off track. That's how wonderful this is, and it's at a very deep level. So essentially, that's what I do when I work with clients, with other animals, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm moving energetic neuroses at a core level so you can open up to everything else.